Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. I'd like to touch on something short here entitled Rehearse the Righteous Act, because it's something we're supposed to be doing until the Messiah returns. Today's Judges 5 verse 11 is say that they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing waters, because we was in our state once, the place of drawing archers, which represents the chaotic state that we was in, but the Most High bring us from that in the place of drawing waters, which represents a place of comfort or rest, and the water also represents this knowledge that we taking in right now. Right now we drawing in that water. You see, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. Because in the state that we in right now, that we drawing in this water, which is the word. Because the word is what has guide us of what righteousness really is. While we in this state, we supposed to be rehearsing also where it is we learning. Right? It said, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. So we don't only had to rehearse it in we houses or so forth. We had to rehearse it when we go on the streets. We had to rehearse it everywhere we go. As the scriptures say, let your light shine. You understand? We had to rehearse these acts everywhere we go, because we had to be an example. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gate, which is, that time refers to when it is the Messiah returns. But let me look and see what the word righteous really refers to. Say righteous. I want to go into the etymology. Say the quality or state of being righteous, holiness, pure, uprightness. Now we know holy and pure goes back to the scriptures, because righteous and wicked is determined by the scriptures. Say definition 4, it said a state of being right with the Most High. Because some people when they think about righteous, they don't understand what righteousness really is. But remember, there's something we're supposed to learn and rehearse. So this is Jeremiah 6 verse 16. Even understanding what righteousness is something very important to salvation. Jeremiah 6:16 said, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way? Now that good way refers to how to really be righteous, because we lose that knowledge of what that really is when we was in slavery. We now getting this information back. Right? Say ask for the and see and ask for the old path, which is how we really was supposed to be before we was as slaves, and they took that knowledge away from us. They say, where is the good way? And walk therein. So we're supposed to be seeking what righteousness really is, and trying to walk in that way. And ye shall find rest in your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Now this put it the ending pertaining to the people who would never change from being wicked. But you have to remember that, as the scriptures say, the righteous are formed from the womb. But we were born with the will to do righteousness. We weren't born with the knowledge of righteousness. Which is why, even though we had it in ourselves before to try to be good, we didn't do it properly, because we didn't understand what good really was. That's why the scriptures talk here about the learning, finding the good way and walking therein. Because we were given the ability, we were given that righteous spirit, but we now have to learn what is the correct way to go about it. And that is when, after we do that now, we have to rehearse that way. So learning it is the first step, and then walking in it is the second step, rehearsing it. Because it makes no sense to learn something that you're not going and utilize. If you're doing something like that, the Most High will take that ability away from you. So this is something very important. Always try to rehearse the righteous act, because you have a short time remaining. And no man could say he gonna live until the Messiah returns. You could die before that. But the Most High could take that spirit away from you if he see that you're not trying to rehearse that righteous act. So it's something to always keep in mind and something to always be practicing, because your spirit have to grow to be able to stay in this word. If a man in the truth for years upon years and his spirit not growing, your spirit like a muscle. If it don't grow through exercise, it will shrink. And when it shrink, eventually you'll be too weak to even fight off the spirits that is try to get there from day to day, and they will consume you. So you always have to be rehearsing the righteous act to build your spirit, to build your faith, and to build your knowledge, so that Satan wouldn't have a hold of you. Let me see if I can find that scripture. Get somewhere in Luke, but I don't remember exactly which part. Look at here. I love the scripture. I say Luke 22 verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you like wheat. Which is how every righteous man in the world has been at this point in time. Right now, Satan desires to have you. So he does do things to get you weak, to get you to fall off. But when you rehearse the righteous act, he wouldn't be able to get you. The Most High will always have that hedge about you. So you always have to be trying to rehearse and build in your spirit, so that the spirits around you would not be able to consume you in this world. Alright, and with that, I'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth in sincerity. Shalom.